Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinasa from Alo province of Biafra London. Today is the 20th day of the 4th month, being April 2023. That's about Bochafo. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, which will be a broadcast, a short emergency broadcast by Mazi Chinasa Nworu, who will join me in a few minutes' time. Therefore, draw nearer to your listening devices and listen, because you know, our adage, Igbo proverb says it all in every facet of life. Only that most of us are not observant enough in order to learn from our proverbs. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi, who is being illegally detained in the Nigeria DSS, the Nigeria Secret Police Cell dungeon, since going to 2 years now. Remember that Mazi Nnamdi has been released by the Nigerian Appeal Court. He has been discharged and acquitted. But Nigeria, being a lawless country, being a place where there is no rule of law, they refuse to obey court order. But we must continue. Whatever that they are doing, our leader remains there in their illegal detention. We are hearing information that they are trying to use a biological weapon, tuberculosis, that there are in that dungeon, that there is an outbreak of tuberculosis because they brought a patient of a tuberculosis patient inside there. What we are watching. Do not make no mistake about it. IPOB is acting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi. I say acting. Those that are hypocritically writing one thing and doing another thing, we all know them. Because as I said yesterday, the release of Mazi Nnamdi is dependent on actions on ground. It's not what people say only. No. It's what people do. Because Mazi Nnamdi is there in that detention by the DSS, by the Nigeria government, to see that they will thwart and destroy IPOB. That is the only thing. To destroy IPOB, corrupt it. They have stimulated their sleeper cells in IPOB. But IPOB is at alert, and they were being brushed. They were being blown away. They tried everything in order to make sure that they polarize IPOB. To no avail. What they are doing now is trying to use the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi in order to try to thwart IPO. Let me tell you, let me repeat what I said yesterday. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi is still there is for the Nigeria government to see, to check whether they can thwart, because somebody is telling them, wait, do not release that man, wait. Well, you know, we will try to destroy IPOB anyhow. Once we destroy the structure of IPOB, it is done. Now everything is done. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there. It doesn't matter people that are hypocritically, they come out on Facebook or Twitter or talk, oh, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, no, it is the action that matters. IPOB is set up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The clarion call came from him. And all of us, we answered. And we become a formidable force. The global movement you are seeing today. And the Nigerian government became afraid that these people are really serious. Because to some people, even to the Nigerian government, at the beginning they thought that, oh, this is just Igbo thing, that Igbo thing. Throw money around and everything will be squashed. After all, that was what Obasanjo said. He made that statement first when our leader was broadcasting earlier on. He said, any Igbo man that wants to gain any type of relevancy, he will talk about Biafra. I beg, leave that one. It's money he wants. Little did they know that there is a surprise for them. The best thing you can do to your enemy is element of surprise. This is what the shock that Nigerian government is receiving. Because they never believe that an Igbo man, you will give him money, give him position, promise him heaven and earth for him to stop what he's doing, the restoration of Biafra quest. He said no. The Southeast governors had meetings with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with bags of dollars, euros, anything. He said they asked him, any place in the world you want houses, just mention mansion anywhere in the world. Is it in Australia? Is it okay? You want to go to the moon? You want to go to the space so that you can be paid, it will be paid for you to just visit space. Our leader said no. What I want is Biafra. It surprised them. First of all, they tried to kill him. They planned Operation Python Dance to kill him. That is number one. When they could not, they know that their juju told them that, look, there is a problem. Oh, this is serious. That is the element of surprise IPOB has for Nigerian government, because the Fulani Caliphate, they believe that they have understood Igbos. After all, Gowon, who is now scheduled to go to Umuahia, let him try it. Let him see the one that senior his grandfather coming to pray in our land, in Umuahia, in the place of the village of Agihirosi that he killed brutally, to mock us completely. Now this element of surprise is the shock, is sending shock wave to Nigerian government today. That is why they are still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to see whether we can crack, as IPOB can be in disarray. They tried using different set of people. They stimulated their sleeper cells, which they planted in IPOB. No way. IPOB is still a global movement running smoothly. Now what they are saying, okay, let us wait. It seems Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brothers, they are doing kind of job. Let us wait whether the IPOB could be cracked, whether they will destroy the leadership of IPOB. That is why they are now basic. They run basic now openly. They are no more hiding it. Because some of them think that Igbo thing, you bring this thing up just the same way. Unfortunately, our former deputy, was thinking that he's going to use a IPOB, ride on IPOB's back in order to become something in Nigeria politics or political setting. Later did he know that there is a lie. When he saw that the thing is so serious, you know, he have to give gap. You understand? And said, nah, this is not what I think. Many of them is like that today. They thought that, okay, after they will gather people once they see that the Nigeria government will see that they have influence on people, they will now come to negotiate with them. They will not be giving them condition. Okay, give me a governor of my state so that I will turn down the agitation. And before you know it, everything will be turned down. He will tune everything down. Government in exile now. Before you know it, he will surface and become governor of Anambra State. We can be used anyhow. That is what everybody believes, because they believe that we are pliable. Yes, you insert a religious pressure. The same way they are using religion now to bring go on. Come and pray. You see people now. You to Christian, you to now he can pray. He has repented. He repented. Go on is not allowed in our land. If you try it, that is it. Therefore, Alex Otis, you be careful in what he's doing, the road he's taking, bringing our killer, the killer of our people, to come and mock us. It's not going to be acceptable. Therefore, without taking much time, I will bring in Mazi Chinasa Nworu onto this hallowed platform, because he's here with me. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, please. Let me see. Welcome to the program, Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Can you hear me? No.
I can hear you very clearly. But there is a repetition. It's okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good. Go on, please.
Okay. Mazi Chinedu, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you. Bless all the Radio Biafran hosts. You people are doing a very great job for the people of Biafra. You people have continually kept this fire burning. And we pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will always protect, give you people strength, and make sure that no one among you people will slack. We know we always have dedicated comrades on the radio, irrespective of any challenges that comes our way. We must continue moving. This evening, Biafrans, this is an emergency broadcast. I know I supposed to be on program last week, but because the HOD was coming on air, I didn't find it necessary to be on air last week. But today's program is going to be very short. It is not a question and answer program. It is just a program because of the stage we are entering from today. But Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. And this evening, I have come to make certain pronouncement on our way forward, on the things we need to do in a couple of weeks before our 30th May, Biafrans will celebrate their Holocaust Day. I know not everybody have been on social media since early morning today, but today, starting from today, that is April 20th, IPOB worldwide and Biafrans worldwide, we are launching a worldwide phone call and Twitter campaign to international communities, countries, unions. It is starting from today. Today is April 20th. This campaign we are launching today will be targeting few countries, and it will also be targeting, we have not done some of these things before, but today there is a reason for us to include other countries, so that tomorrow somebody will not say they didn't give them the chance to intervene in Biafran issue, or they will not say, no, you people are going the other way around. In most of the IPOB leadership diplomatic moves, we are taking things very, very carefully. And we are not making these decisions based on only ourselves. These decisions, we want many of you to also participate in these decisions, and that is why we are making this. That is why we are going into this media campaign to those who claim, or those who call themselves world powers, whether economical, whether through warfare or political powers, who have the means to intervene in issues like the Biafran issue. So starting from today, Biafrans, we are launching this campaign. Everybody, it is assumed that we are over 70 million. And we are assuming that up to 10 million people must participate in this campaign. This campaign will last for almost 3 weeks. And after that campaign, we have another program of Biafran genocide, which we kickstart on 1st of May, which is the month of our remembrance. We are going to call the United States of America, the USA government, and we'll also call the United Nations offices in New York. For those of you who have not seen the flyer, I will mention few things because I won't go so deep, but go to IPOB social media handles. You will see the flyers for correct information, correct telephone numbers, for the correct Twitter, and the timing when you will make these telephone calls. We will be calling the USA government, the United Nations office in New York. The time to make this call will be from 3 p.m. Biafran time to 11 p.m. Biafran time. This is for USA government and the United Nations office in New York. The time you can call, do not call in the morning because of time differences. The time you want to call America should be from 3 p.m. Biafra time to 11 p.m. Biafra time. The telephone numbers are there. We are going to call the White House, that's in Washington, D.C. The telephone number is there. We are going to tweet the White House at White House / also, we have also another Twitter handle for the President of the United States at POTUS. That is the Twitter handle. So many of you should go our Twitter handles. You can follow many IPOB media warriors. You can follow people like Chinasa Nworu on Twitter, Emeka Gift, Azayoba, the DOS Twitter handle, and many other people who are also doing very well on Twitter handles. I think Umuchuku writers are also doing Biafran Twitter. They are doing, many people are on Twitter, people you can follow. So we can be able to, if you don't know how to make tweet or construct your tweet, please, you can follow these people. And don't forget, every Tuesday, that will be the major thing we are going to do. Every Tuesday, the Twitter campaign on Tuesdays within this period, we are expecting every IPOB member must participate in this. Every IPOB member, wherever you are, you must participate in this. We are also going to call the USA Congress. Their telephone number is there also. We are going to call the USA Senate. Their telephone number is there also. United Nations in New York. That means in the USA, we have 4 offices we're supposed to call. Everyone should make sure, if you have the opportunity to record anything, your conversation with them, that would be very great. At least to show evidence that you gave a call to these places. We have 4 places in the United States of America that we are going to call. That is the White House in Washington, D.C., the USA Senate, their telephone number is there. USA Congress, their telephone number is there. United Nations, their telephone number is there also. That is for USA. Then we are going to call the Republic of China, Foreign Affairs. Republic of China, Foreign Affairs Office. Try to understand what we are saying here. You are not calling China government. We are not telling you to call. We want you to call only the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the China Republic Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the time to call China. Listen very, very carefully. The time, because of time difference, the time to call China should be from 3 a.m. in the morning till 10 a.m. in Biafra time. 3 a.m. in the morning to 10 a.m. in the morning. You call them. This is the Foreign Affairs Office in China. Their Twitter handle is also there. All these things will make them available, and it will be pinned. Those handling Radio Biafra page, kindly pin all these flyers in all our platforms on BTV, Radio Biafra, IPOB Community Radio. I want these flyers to be pinned in all those places so that when people go to those Facebook accounts, they won't be searching for those things. They have Twitter handle also, and their Twitter handle is very simple, at Foreign Chinese. They have 3 Twitter handles, and it is good if you can be able to always, when you're making your tweets and sending your messages, make sure that you cover these 3 Twitter handles. At Foreign Chinese, this is their Twitter handle. At MFA_China. MFA_China. That is another Twitter handle for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China. And spokesperson CHN. Spokesperson CHN. This is for People's Republic of China. We are going to call also African Union in Addis Ababa. We're going to call African Union in Addis Ababa. This African Union we are going to call in Addis Ababa. They have their telephone number. And they have also their Twitter handle. Their Twitter handle is @_African Union. _African Union. This is African Union Twitter handle. Their telephone number is also there. There is no need calling the telephone number because it's going to be published on the radio. I want everybody to make sure that we participate in this program. At the end of this program, before this program ends, you will see the result of what is going to happen. We are also going to contact the European Union. The European Union, their telephone number is also there. You can also call them, and their Twitter handle is EU_Commission. This is the Twitter handle of European Union. Then we move to Russia. We are going to contact the Russia Federation Foreign Minister. Russia Federation Foreign Minister. Their telephone number is there also. And their Twitter handle is MFA_Russia. That is the telephone. And for these countries, from African Union, European Union, Russian Federation, what the timing for you to make this call is from 9 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening. That is the Biafran time. From 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. in the evening, you can call any of these offices. You can also call the United Nations office in Geneva. United Nations office in Geneva. Their telephone number is there also, and their Twitter handle is @UN Geneva. Finally, we are also going to call our slave master, those who have kept us in this situation for centuries, those who have decided, who committed genocide against Biafrans. We are going to call them. Those who participated in the rendition, who perfected the plans for the Nigerian government to rendition Mazi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. It is the British that did it. They are the one that spearheaded it. We are still going to call them. Agahe Kwembabu Ahape Gog. Even though anything they are doing, we are still going to call them. In the United Kingdom, we are going to call the United Kingdom Parliament. We are going to call them. There are 4 telephone numbers there. We will call also the House of Commons. We will call also the UK House of Lords. And we will also tweet or the office of Rishi Sunak. That is the new UK Prime Minister that have his origin from India or Pakistan. These are the countries we are going to call. And let me rephrase here. If you are calling African Union, you are calling European Union, you are calling the Russian Federation, you are calling the United Nations in Geneva, and you are calling the British UK Parliament, the time to call for these 4 institutions or 4 countries, African Union, European Union, Russian Federation, the UK, and the UN office, the time to make this call is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Biafra time. It is very important that you have this information. Go to our social media handles, and I can tell you anything you want there, you will find them. But let me go now. If you are going to make this call for all Biafrans, please, we have set a guideline. The calls, what you are going to speak. Please maintain this line of communication. Do not go on telephone and you start talking things that they meant. You must be straight to the point. We have already marshaled out the point. We want you, when they pick your telephone, they give you the opportunity to drop your message. These informations also, we are going to put them, we ask our publishers to publish those informations so that people can tweet them, people can send it to their Twitter handle. The same message we want both on Twitter, on their telephone, everywhere. The 7 points we have here, you can tweet them separately, one after the other. You can tweet them one after the other. There is no problem for that. And these points are: make sure you introduce yourself politely. Make sure when you call, use the following prompts. Hello, my name is, you will mention your name. If you, instead for you to try to go through these things, you can read it for them. You can tell them, I have a submission for you, and you can read it. You say, my submission is this. I'm calling to inform you about the violation of We want everything to be unified. We want a unified information to be delivered to these places. There is no crime. After all, you see people coming to address people. Some people may have some letter in their hands. Some people may not have letters, depending on the capacity of what they have. People may not want to make mistakes. We have the write-up there. You just pick it up. You tell them, can I read my submission to you? Because that you have it down in front of you. He can tell you to go ahead. You tell him, my name, hello, my name is this. You mention your name. I am calling to inform you about the violation of international and local laws by Nigerian government, the continued illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement, despite the ruling of Appeal Court, Federal High Court, and United Nations Working Group that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, should be freed and compensated for gross violation of his fundamental human rights. The widespread conspiracy, propaganda, lies being propagated against the indigenous people of Biafra, who are victims as well as survivors of genocide. You tell them, number one, the Nigerian government should obey their court order that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally of all allegations brought against him before the Nigerian Court of Appeal. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health has been deteriorating as he is under severe physical and mental torture in solitary confinement, denied proper medical attention, he needs urgent medical care, his deteriorating health. All these issues are things. I may not be able to read all these things, but we are going to publish it in order to save time. Everything you have to say, they are there. The right to self-determination is an international recognized right of indigenous people. You have everything to say there. Remember, don't forget anyone, that the Nigerian government has been lobbying the global community to designate IPOB as a terrorist group. As terrorists, as they are, the Nigerian security forces can embark on the elimination of a whole race. Make sure you point out these things. The terror government, the points are there. I'm not going to read all these things for every one of you. Rather, we are going to publish it, and we want it to be circulated in all WhatsApp groups, in marketplaces, everywhere you found yourself, our people. Make sure you deliver. Make sure you deliver all these things to these institutions. After we might have delivered all these informations, we continue to move on. And let me tell you, Biafrans, most of you are not following the handwriting of things that are happening. If you are following the things happening surrounding you, most of you are engaged with unnecessary gossip. People talking, keeping you busy for nothing. And most of you don't know this is a government tactics. They want to remove your attention from what is happening around you. On many occasions, I have come on this Radio Biafra, told you people, do not put yourself with people who have no knowledge of what I am very, very surprised when I see those who call themselves coordinators in IPOB. They are ignorant of what, because they are not even reading. They don't, when IPOB write press release, they don't read. You are a coordinator. IPOB is releasing press release on a daily basis, 2 times, 3 times press release. And these are where we deliver most of our messages, in our press release, during our broadcast. But I can bet you that 80 or 70% of IPOB coordinators, they don't read the press release. They don't even know how IPOB is moving, the stage we are. That is why sometimes when you are speaking to people, they tell you what is happening, they are confused. That is why it's very easy. You see them, they talk right, they talk left, they talk center. They told you they are confused because some of them do not know. They don't even want to learn. If you see some IPOB who call himself a coordinator, when some of them talk, you laugh. You see how ignorance is written all over his face. Ignorance written all over their speeches. Ignorance written in everything they do. Sometimes you start to wonder, could this be ignorant, or could this be just a mischievous individual in the midst of this struggle? Everyone's supposed to know what is happening around us. Everybody's supposed to know. All of you are here. You saw what is happening around you. That Nigeria have collapsed, but most of you are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. All of you are there. Look at Rwanda, a country they said it is landlocked. The same way they used to tell Biafrans, Biafra is landlocked. Rwanda, a country they say it is landlocked, is now in West Africa. They have stationed their military, signed a military alliance with Guinea-Conakry. They have stationed their military in Guinea-Conakry. They have signed a military alliance with Benin Republic, Cotonou here, in your border. In your border. Some of you are still in Lagos trading, talking rubbish. Rwanda, a landlocked country, is now the superpower in West African region. Some of you are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. You don't know what is coming, where you are pursuing money. Most of you saw Paul Kagame was in Guinea-Conakry. He was in Benin Republic. I mean, Cotonou, you're up the border. You say you're a Nigerian. These guys have come. That means there is nothing about Nigeria. ECOWAS is rubbish. West African district is rubbish. You see what is happening? Most of you are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. But I'm telling you people one thing this night. We must be ready. The people you are fighting are not ready to give up. Remember, this is the same thing. The British or the West, they don't always forget who they term is their enemy. They never forgive you. That is why you saw when Muammar Gaddafi expelled them in 1969 or in Libya, they never forgive him until when they got loosed, they came back with NATO and killed him. All of you must put this thing in your mind. They see us, the British see us, what we did them, how we have exposed them. They are not happy. Even many of them, even in America, they are not happy. They are seeing it. Who gave you the guts? You are speaking up. They are not happy that you are speaking up. And some of us are still, playing with fire. What we are saying is that it is time for our people to wake up. And I'm also using this opportunity. We are not going to be saying it on Radio Biafra every time. We are not going to say anything. But I'm calling, we have said this thing before. We are not telling you we are recruiting you. Let me make it very, very clear. But we urge every Biafran serving in the Nigerian army, resign and go home. I'm saying it also this evening. This message is for all Biafrans. Resign now and go home, so that you may be alive to see your family if you want to see them. It is better you resign now and go home. Resign and go home if you are a Biafran. If you are from the southeast region, you are in the Nigerian military, in the Navy, in the Air Force, in anywhere, you are a land soldier, you are in the... Resign now. Now. We are not going to say much on this, because when time will come, most of you will be running, looking for who will protect you. I am saying it here on radio, and people you can cut this thing and keep it somewhere. One day, you will say that this young man, he came on Radio Biafra and he told us to resign. Mazi, That is the side of our campaign. We are coming this week. Starting from this night, we want a very robust campaign. The jingles are coming up. The jingles for the return of our people. The jingles for census, I think you played them here. And we are asking all our people. These jingles are in WhatsApp. They are in audio platforms. Put them in every market platform. Those in Lagos, those in the north, in Abuja, you have your trade union. It is step by step. It is not something, I have said it here before. It is our people. Everybody will not come to follow you to fight. Some will be sitting on fence. Some also will be sympathizers. Some will support you financially. Some will come in one way or the other, but they may not be in front. There must be people who will lead this fight. And that is what IPOB, the position of IPOB so far. These jingles that have come out, I want to make sure that both our Nigerian coordinator, the Northern coordinator, the Western coordinator, everybody have these things, push it in all the markets, push it also down home so people can call their family members and tell them to come home. People have already heard to that call. There are evidence that people have started moving home. And that is what we want everybody to do. Encourage your people. We cannot have a staggering population of our people in another man's land where they risk themselves. That is why IPOB is doing all their best. If you ask many people who went for this Easter period, when they will tell you Biafra land is cool. And that is our purpose. They cannot be pursuing you in Lagos. They cannot be harassing you in the north, harassing you everywhere, and you do not have a home where you can return. It is the duty of IPOB to make sure we secure a home for you, to make sure that Biafra land is in order. What we realize is that some of you have a kind of mentality, that is the colonial mentality. You love to see violence because all your life, what you saw is policemen whipping people, soldiers killing people. So when those things are not happening, you don't feel comfortable. You don't know that security can be something unseen, but everywhere is quiet. That is why you see people, they say everywhere, if everywhere is calm, is it not for your own benefit? If everywhere is calm, is it not for your own benefit? If everywhere is calm, are we not now trying to exonerate that Mazi Nnamdi is not the cause of the crime? Because we have attacked these people. We have confronted most of them, both on the media, in any way, by any means. And some of them are retrieving back. Some of them are running away. If you have done this, and the Biafra land is coming calm, is it not for your own benefit? You want people to return from Lagos. Biafra land must be calm. You want people to return from the north. You want people in diaspora to come and invest. Biafra land must be calm. Where you want to encourage tourism and investment, that particular region or that particular place must be calm, because with security, it will encourage people to come down and do their businesses. Therefore, Biafrans, we want to maintain consistency is the key. Now Biafra land is calm. Why would they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Most of you knew that this 1 year plus, every crime committed in Biafra land, the Nigerian government, the military, they will package all of them, hand over to the judges handling the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will hand over to Lai Mohammed for international propaganda and lobby against IPOB. Every time they kill our people, if Onyendu is going to court, before he goes to court, all the people killed, whether IPOB knows, IPOB don't know, somebody died in the pregnancy in the hospital, everything is packaged, that this is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Who will release somebody when they are presenting these cases? That is why when we are talking about people encouraging crime, kidnapping people, using it, putting in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, snatching cars, kidnapping, ransom taking. I want everybody to know this is IPOB. All those, even though if you were an IPOB and you were expelled from IPOB, you became part of a criminal gang, we will not forget. We will look for you. Every one of you knew Chidi Nwachukwu. Everybody who did not know Chidi Nwachukwu in Olo, one of the IPOB senatorial, Onyendu expelled from IPOB. Yeah, in 2020, even I think 2019 or 2020, early 2020, Chidi Nwachukwu now made himself available to these criminals. They pay money. They were giving him money, encouraging him. He started recruiting those who have grudges against IPOB, those expelled, and they deceived some people and they went into criminality. The same Chidi Nwachukwu that IPOB radio, he collects money from people in diaspora. He will go tell them, I want to put radio for you. He will go and take our radio and go and put. When the radio speaks for 1 day, 2 days, he said the radio has spoiled. He carried it again to another location. As he was working with this criminal, all of them, I think they later caught him. When they caught him, they will not talk. Everybody, as I'm saying, Chidi Nwachukwu, all of you, if you are from Imo State or even the people in diaspora, they know him. They know what he did. These are people who recruited criminals for these people. These are the people who recruited criminals. And today, I will explain more because those criminals, as we are pursuing them, they are changing location. And it is our duty. We will not leave anybody. This evening, I will also, say there are still elements. The elements are still there. Even though they have reduced drastically, but what they are doing now is that their master is now importing people from Ebonyi State. Most of the people now committing crime, and this is where people from Osu must rise up. Because the problem is that most of the youth in Osu are part of these criminal gangs. When other youth have run away, they are the one now, through the collaboration of their master, they bring in some people from Ebonyi State. I have said this thing before. Yala. There is a constant importation of criminals, of people from Ebonyi State into Anambra to come to participate in criminality. Bush they pay in Anambra and also. If you ask people in also, people threatening them, people coming to them, they will tell you that these are, you hear them speaking, you see they are mainly from Ebonyi State, both girls and the boys, with some people from the community whom they are using to control. And this evening, I am making it very clear that most of them now are moving into Osi-Hitenase. Osi-Hitenase. I think that's what they call them. That is where the criminals are moving. And after this broadcast, Mazi, you said, not Osi-Hitopa, Osi-Hitenase. Are you understanding me? Yes, Nasa. They are some of the criminals now from that area have now moved into their own community with some of and they now dig trenches, roads that enter their communities. They have dig trenches. We are going to, our number is there. Our inquiry line is there. Do not be afraid. It is our duty to protect you. If you do not trust anybody around there to give us a name, the person, give us his name, give us, if you have his picture, hand over to us. It is our duty to protect you. Send it to our inquiry line. Use any means and send it to our inquiry line. We will know if it is the person we are looking for. Because already we have mapped out, we already identified some of the guys in this Osi Hitenasa who are now importing more, threatening their own people, attacking them, telling them you pay them this, you pay them that. After the killing of Double Lion in Osumohu, all of you remember those who was in charge of Double Lion, this woman in America, Nelly, and her group that was sponsoring this Double Lion with these criminals at home. There is somebody under him. They call him now Ochiaga. His name is Callistus Ochiaga. He is the next person who have turned Osumohu into a criminal den. We were going to make it very clear. Ihetenase, Mazi, not also Ihetenase. Ihetenase. I think you corrected me. It's Ihetenase. It's different from the Osu in Olo. Please. Okay? Mazi Jonathan, can you hear me? Yes. I mean, it's not Osu Ihetenase. It is Ihetenase. You understanding me? Yes. So that's sorry for that. Now, this guy I'm talking about, they call him Callistus Ochiaga. He's from Ezigbo village, Osumohu town. He's the one, and this night, IPOB and ESN is declaring him wanted from this night. The guy, after the killing, he was among the criminal with Double Lion. When they killed Double Lion, he is the one now that took over in Osumohu. And from this night, all messages have been sent to all the ESN command, IPOB intelligence unit with his picture. We are going to put in the social media. We want anybody who have information about him. We've gotten intels, the route he goes. He tried to walk alone after committing crime. We have gotten some informations about him, and we are working seriously against how to make sure we capture these criminals, those who have turned their communities into a criminal den. There is also another one in Ihiala they call Ebe, not Ebe. These ones are also deep into criminality, kidnapping and snatching of cars, threatening community people, asking people to pay them ransom because they are with some guns. And all this group and Agama, all this group, they are still working. If you see them, if you hear they are fighting, you know they are fighting because of controlling of territory where they are carrying out their criminalities. All of them are all brought up by this boy they call Temple. That is Butoza. These were all the people, these are the men he have scattered into Anambra he is using to work. These particular sets of criminals are still the remnants down to Okibe. These are still the remnants of the criminals. This Ebe is from Ihiala community. These are the people terrorizing places. They are the ones. Some of them, you see them, they are riding Okada. Some of them, they have all their agents riding Okada, riding all these places. This is where they hide, and they are committing these crimes. So we are making it very clear this evening. After this broadcast, some of them will publish, especially the one they call Ochiaga. We are declaring him wanted, Ebe, wanted from this evening. Because we know those who are still causing problem in our land. And what we are saying, community vigilantes, some of you know what these guys are doing. Some of you know their criminal activities. Some of their agents are inside the Anambra Vigilante groups. Who gives them information? Who tell them when things are happening or when things are not happening? Last few days, there were a group of them. They were in a hotel where they were sharing their loot. They were in a hotel where they are sharing their loot. And as they are sharing the loot, they started having problem in that hotel. They started shooting, making too much noise until people came there. They didn't know because they don't know themselves. And they were apprehended. When they were apprehended, they were finding a way to escape. And their master, the ones who sent them for the kidnapping, this thing, which is this Egbe in Ihiala, started threatening people that caught them. That he will kill people, he will anybody. That this is what they are doing. People start making calls to tell them to leave those people. This is the kind of criminal acts going in our land. We are not going to talk too much, but we know the tactics we have been using is paying very, very well. It is not an easy task, but we pursue them from every angle. Those ESN intelligence officer can catch, they will catch them. Those they need to, do you understand me, dealt with at the point of their oppression, they will deal with them. This is normal. Nobody tell us. These are criminals. If they, for example, what people don't understand is some of these people, when they engage in these criminal activities, because of how greed, they leave traces. They leave traces, which I'm not going to say. And those traces is what we are using to track many of them. They leave because when they take this, when they're on drugs, they talk anyhow, they behave, they don't think. What is important, they pay them the money, they want to involve in their drug and all these things. And they will, from there, always, there must be, in every crime scene, there is always something left. We are getting information from people that are being kidnapped, those who survived their kidnapping, those who paid 30 million, 40 million, who survived, some paid and they did not survive. This is what we are fighting. This is the thing we are fighting. I have been coming on radio since 14th of December 2021. We are in 2023 now. I started calling names of criminals. People say that, but later on people have seen the damage it has brought to this global name. If not that IPOB is very sophisticated, they would have succeeded. That is why you see them as Mazi Nnamdi. Ask everybody, ask yourself, since they holding Mazi Nnamdi in 1 year, 6 months, or 1 year, 8 months, how many government in exile have you people heard they formed? How many government in exile? How many? At least before the de facto government, that was the one DJ Rezo and the crypto, the one they formed. Their de facto government. After that, there is already, since Mazi Nnamdi was rendition, 3 government in exile has been launched. They have launched 3 government in exile. Different ones, Mazi. Different ones. In the one, the people, they said, you saw the one that happened towards ending of last year, the one, they say they are retired veterans or this, that claim to be the head of government in exile, these ones, this one is different. There is the one they call Tony One we see. I don't know, he's in UK, controlling in America. The one that is also prime minister of Biafra in exile. And you see this latest one. And if you go in their manifesto, Mazi Nnamdi is put as, like everybody asks yourself. So Mazi Nnamdi come out. Now, what is he? Who is he now? Those who are claiming that they were given power. So if Mazi Nnamdi come out now, those who are already prime minister, they relinquish their position and say Nnamdi come and become the prime minister. Mazi,
It's impossible now. Yeah.
is it possible or impossible?
It's impossible.
But one thing is that they are not even recognized. Nobody. This is always an exit route. Anytime you see them go to government in exile, you know the job is done. They are now looking for an exit route to go. When they threatened, when DJ Razor went out, they formed their de facto government. They shout, so immediately their president get contract with Nigerian government. You hear him boasting that he took contract to kill IPOB members, kill criminals, he boasted on it. Yes, that he's a contractor for that. This is the person who say DJ Razor them gathered and give him de facto government, president. And after they have seen his way. Some of them, like you said here, he tried to withdraw back, being afraid. Then now they give it to Obidi. Obidi now is the one heading the de facto government. He's like the interim leader. How many leaders have they created? This one now, they launch people, and the people you have, nobody cares. And upon you say you are threatening, you people are planning, I will assassinate Chinasa Nworu, I will do this, somebody. And I am looking at the person claiming to assassinate Chinasa Nworu. I laugh. I laugh at them. They talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. And I don't want to address them. But, you know, we don't have anything to say. Mazi, one thing is this, you know, that we don't have much time to go deep because we see them. We have checked those talking. We have seen who they are. We have checked their capacity. We have known who they are. So if you come in Anambra, some of them messing up. Have everybody forgotten about Ojukwu? Many of these guys that was expelled in IPOB, with they call them Ruby, Chijoko Otaji, all these groups, all of them, they change their clothes and all become now autopiloters. They become the infiltrators. Infiltrator will always be an infiltrator. Because they were defeated. They removed the clothes, they were defeated, they wear another one. And we are still here. And when we hear their voice, we know. And you see their criminal master calling them. If anybody threatens Chinasa Nworu, he call them, come, tell me, I will, because he's looking for people. IPOB, we don't look for people. Chinasa Nworu is not looking for anybody. My work speaks for me. There are people, in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there are people who believe in this leadership. Millions of Biafra believe in this leadership. Our words is our command. And we have demonstrated that time without number. We have not come here to seek popularity. We have not come here to seek, you know, for somebody to know us. Because as a human being, most times when you show yourself all these demonstrations, you lose the track. Because our people are so emotional. And I can tell you, if you ask me, I would like to work for Biafra. As I'm working now, and when Biafra comes, I walk away in the street. Nobody, if I don't introduce myself, you won't know me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader until they said, okay, there is something happen. But if we continue, we restore Biafra. We wish restore Biafra. Those who want to be the Prime Minister of Biafra can come in election. They will conduct election if they win. We are not. I cannot go through this thing all. Then Biafra comes tomorrow. I start to disturb myself again. No, the mission is achieved. Most of us will now relax. Maybe we wanted to do businesses that we have forgotten or we have abandoned because of the struggle. We may go back to those things to create another legacy for our families. Because to serve our people is not an easy job. So that is on this particular issue. These criminals in this axis, we are going to make sure we expose their names. Also, there is some few elements of criminal in Enugu. What they are doing now, they are attacking IPOB members. They go to IPOB members' home. I have a video of some IPOB members that these criminals went and burned down their houses. But I can tell them one thing, Enugu will not enter, we and them. This is a fight to finish, and we will catch them in soonest. You burn the house of an IPOB member because he said you are not under the command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What you people are doing is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said you should be doing. You people are following the wrong channel, committing crime in our society. Because of that, they went and burned his house. All of them that burned that house, I will list their names. I have all their names. And from this night, they are all also declared wanted by IPOB. We are not going to spare anybody. We are not going to allow anybody who have decided to destroy what we are doing. We are not leaving them. You understanding me? We are not leaving them. Both the one they call Money Yap, Tincha, Gucci 40, Leka government, Emakantambi, both Chocho, all these guys, all of them in Enugu, who are now being used. Election has finished. They now use them to look for IPOB members who oppose them. They go and burn their house. And from this night, they are all declared wanted. Mazi, I will move on because today is supposed not to be a very long program. Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom. Another issue I want to touch here, which is the final point I want to discuss here, is the coming. We have all seen how the social media are washed by the coming of Gowon to our place. Last time when Okezie was in office, there was a time he came for this the same prayer. I think we didn't find it early. That maybe Okezie brought him secretly. But this one, Biafrans, we have known that Gowon is coming in Umuahia to do what? To come to pray. Let him go and pray in the Jos. We know, let me make this thing very clear. We know those who are organizing these things. We all knew this is not the first time Gowon is going places to pray. Let him leave Biafra land. It is a slap on the face of those, even we that are living, that the man who committed a genocide against our people, who supervised the massacring of over 5 million Biafrans, more than 2 million kids died of starvation, that the man is coming to our place. They have not, after 50-something years, they have never recognized and accepted in their wrongdoing, in the genocide they committed against Biafra. And I'm telling you, I mean, I don't know what our people are thinking. You see all these pastors, all these people collect. Everybody knew that Gowon have this pet project. I don't know what he calls it. He goes around everywhere, say he's praying. And this time around, if those who knows this Apostle Chuks Alozie, Apostle Chuks Alozie is the coordinator for Yakubu Prayer Project. And this program is going to be held in Umuahia, Masters Vessel Church in Umuahia, 73 Azikiwe Road, Umuobasi, 440236, Umuahia. On April, that is on Sunday, 23rd of April, in Umuahia. Let me mention the name of the church again. The name of the church where he's coming for this is Masters Vessel Church, Umuahia, 73 Azikiwe Road, Umuobasi, 440236, Umuahia, on 23rd. And the person hosting him, the person who brought him, is Abia State coordinator for this prayer project. He's the one, he invited OKC also. He invited also this new OT. Those who know these people, all of you, those who know OT, he have not entered into power. He should not play with IPOB. Before they will say we have come, they should not play with IPOB. This time around, we are still not happy on what happened to us on 31st March. We are not yet happy. We are still, do you understand me, going through, looking, finding the perfect ground to revenge. And this night, we are commanding every IPOB member, those ones who are normal people, you must worship in this church on that day. Those around, you must find your way to this church to get us the first hand if this man is coming there. Why the IPOB intelligence will mount around? If we miss him, there will be aftermath consequences. Anybody who know this Apostle Chusa Lozie, who is inviting Gowan to come and pray on top of 5 million people, the home of Aguironsi that they massacred. Apostle Chus will pay for this if we see the leg of Gowan in Omoahia. IPOB members, civilians, IPOB civilians, you are free and authorized to be in that church on that day and get us a full picture of those, if he will come. Get us all these people who are always gathering. And from this night, let me make it very clear. This is an order. We are not going to accept these people inviting those who murdered our people to bring them into our land and crown them chieftaincy title. This time is over. Any traditional ruler who invites or planning to invite those who participated in the killing of Biafrans to offer them one chieftaincy title or not, today, from today, if you do it, you will have problem with IPOD in Biafra land. After you crown that, you must leave Biafra land. You crown those who murdered our people, then you bring them to our place. If our hand cannot reach those people, if our hand cannot reach those people you brought, our hand can reach on you. Your place will not exist. I'm saying it on radio so that they will go and write it. Any traditional ruler from now, whether you are Obi or furniture, you anybody, you invite those well-known people who murdered our people, who participated in the killing of our people. You invite them, crown them, bring them to come and talk rubbish. After that, we will have problem with you. The stage we are is not a stage where we will talk anyhow. Finally, we have seen that today they have now confirmed Emmanuel Iwanyanwu as the Ohanese president because they said it belongs to the Imo people. We are not going to make any statement. Time has passed to make statements. But we are going to watch Emmanuel Iwanyanwu very closely. Nobody will play with the fate of this generation. We have heard here they are talking about handshake across the Niger, handshake across. People will be killing us after you people go for handshake across the Niger. When people will molest your people, will humiliate your people, will kill your people, you will not talk. You can't even mention words after you tell us you are doing handshake across. Across the handshake. It is not by force to be friends, especially in this situation. People that they hate you with passion. Every day you are making handshake. After 4 years, you go and make another handshake. Every day you are making handshake. They kill your people, they destroy their businesses, burn down their businesses. After you go and make handshake. I think this nonsense have to stop. Because you people are those You people are those extending our suffering in Nigeria. You people are those trying to smooth that all is well in Nigeria for the Biafran people. Those activities, those movements all of you are doing, you are trying to tell the enemies that don't worry, everything is good. Time have come. We are no more young. And I'm very happy it is moving very fast. Sooner or later, you won't be that elder you think you are. Because you will die soon. Some of us will become the elder in Biafra land. And we will see. It's better you keep a better legacy. Better you keep a big legacy. Iwanyanwu akito ga adege mma na Igbo gbasara ihe gbasara ma Biafra war and all these things. The betrayal. This time around, unekwela ka anyata ihe gara aga. You are becoming Ohaneze president. You must be very careful in your comment about this struggle, about what we are doing. Irrespect, we will respect you. Mazi Chinedu, I have come to the end of this program. It's a very short one. By next week, we are going to fix our time. I will come on air. If there are any questions that people need some clarifications, I will come on air and do that. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless every one of us. As I have this evening spoken to our people, I command the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Any hand that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, any hand that is saying this Biafra struggle will not see the light of the day, anybody, wherever, whether they are a group of people, they say Biafra will not come. Akage Bihani Nenogu. Akage Bihani Nenogu. Nobody will stop the restoration of Biafra. As I have said on many occasions, we are on a mission of no return. And we must make sure we restore Biafra. It is Biafra or we all die fighting for the restoration of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless every one of you. Once again, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people as a member of the Directorate of State, and I hail from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. Ndewonu mu Chineke. Ndewonu.
through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinasa. I invite each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. Honestly speaking, I'm late, but it's not my fault. I've been here more than 1 hour. Regulating issues, technical issues. It's not easy. Since over 1 hour I've been here. Over 1 hour. So that is the real situation. But we don't give up. We don't give up. I know the problem is something we have been complaining is from the satellite system. I know that. But we continue and we must continue. I think it's the same thing that happened to Mazi Ike Peters the other day. Just happened to me because I was here 30 minutes to my hour. But no way, you couldn't connect. So that's the problem. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you because we don't give up. As long as we are consistent, consistently consistent, well, there is no impossibility in our dictionary. That is why we stand out as IPOB. Do you understand? Some other people, they complain, they shout after they go back to their nests. You know, but we continue, we don't give up. Our leaders say we shall wear them down. Do you know friction? We wear them down. The time they thought that we are dead, oh, these people, we are no more. We continue. That is resilience. That is what we are. So for each and every one of you that is listening to my voice, be courageous. Be courageous. Do not let situations on the ground or anything to discourage you. That is, our leader has warned us on many occasions about situations that could bring discouragement, confusion on the ground or anything to discourage you. That is, our leader has warned us on many occasions about situations that could bring discouragement, confusion